2 goals in 2 matches. What are the thoughts on not just that, but on the performance itself?
Yeah, obviously it's always good to get goals and help the team. I think we performed really, really well, probably until we went 2-0 up, and to be honest, we didn't end the game the way we wanted to, but at the same time, it's the exact same defensive grit that we showed last week against Houston. So, and I think I mentioned last week, when you win games like that, it's really, really rewarding, but of course we want a little bit more control towards the end of the game there.
Lewis, just talk about playing with a player like Emil and the ability for you to play out wide at one time and maybe playing direct another time, and just the talent that he brings, the experience, the dynamism that he brings, and the ability for you two to mesh so well together so far.
Yeah, listen, he's a top player. We all knew that coming in, and not just for the forward players, but he's a big lift to this whole group. He's came in and he's started really well. It's brilliant for him to get the goal tonight. And yeah, hopefully that's a partnership that can keep thriving. Obviously, I think we're starting to see that there's a little bit of a connection there with me and him, and hopefully long may that continue.
It's your first start in over a year. How are you feeling? And towards the end, when you came off the field, how did you feel?
Yeah, listen, obviously I'm a little bit lacking a little bit of match fitness, sorry. But yeah, it's always good. The conditions were tough, so naturally I think I've still got a little bit of step to go in terms of fitness, but I feel good, the body feels good. It takes me a little bit longer to recover between the games, but that's why we've got the support staff here to make sure we're prepared for next week.
Is this a formation that maybe you want to play or see a little bit more moving forward, having them kind of central and meandering throughout the midfield and you're just playing on?
Yeah, I mean, I think all the formations we played, and even in that 4-2-2, I think it suits how we play. Emil, even when he's in that central position, he does like to float out to the left hand side, and I think we have a good connection where when he does that, I come inside. For the penalty tonight, he's almost playing as a left winger and I'm playing through the middle when the pass comes from Jamie. So it's just about having that freedom, and like I say, when you've got a player of that quality, it makes everything a bit easier.
How about that ball from Jamie there?
Yeah, it's brilliant. We know he's got that in his locker, and I know if I make those runs, he can find me.
Coach brought up that he wasn't really happy with the second half. What did you see out there? Even though you guys got that second goal, the crucial game winner, just talk about what you're seeing out there that wasn't really clicking with you guys.
Yeah, like I said, I think after the second goal, after their free kick, to be honest, we got a little bit sloppy after our second goal, I thought. And sometimes when you go 2-0 up, the other team's got nothing to lose, so there was a reaction from them, and I don't think we really seen out the first 5 or 10 minutes after our goal. And we want a little bit more control, obviously, in the games, and it's a really poor goal for us to give away. There's no getting away from that. The wall splits at a free kick, and that can't happen, and we'll make sure that doesn't happen again. But I think the manager's right. I think we did lack a little bit of control, but at the same time, outside that free kick defensively, I thought every single man stood up and made sure we got 3 points.
Lewis, last time you dedicated your goal to a family member, who do you dedicate this goal to now?
Yeah, I'm running out of people. Well, no, I think that one I threw up to sea for my girlfriend. She's obviously been a big rock for me throughout this whole process. And to be honest, had another thing today with my sister, and there's always some family events going on, and that one's for them as well. So, no, listen, hopefully I can keep scoring and then making up other people to dedicate them to.
Are you anticipating to be in 11 the rest of the way? I mean, next week?
I mean, I think as a footballer, you never want to feel like you're that comfortable that you're going to be in the 11 every single game. I think I've got a job in my hand to keep that spot. I feel good. Of course, I'm not ready for 90 minutes as you saw, but I played the majority of that game, so I feel good. And with, like I say, with the right support staff around me, there's no reason why I can't start getting through some of these 90 minutes. And yeah, it's up to me to keep that spot, keep scoring goals, and keep helping the team win.
Comparing offense last season to this season, do you feel that there's a difference already, despite it only being 3 games in?
Yeah, it's only 3 games in, so it's hard to get too far ahead of ourselves. I think there's obviously different personnel from last season, even if you count myself as a new player and Emil coming in. We lost players in that area, so it's a completely revamped front line. And the signs so far have been good, but that's all it is. It's just so far there's been 3 games, so we know that the work's not done and we need to keep progressing.
Good.
Okay. No
Thanks
problem,
so
guys.
much.
Thank you.
All right.